Hi everyone, it's me, Andrea, and I'm here with a Love Your Stash video. It's part of our collaboration this week at the Creative Design Team, and I am going to take an old layout kit, some old retired close to my heart products, and pair them with some current products to come up with a unique layout that is just perfect to scrapbook these pumpkin spice memories.
We're going to begin this Love Your Stash video with a cut above layout kit from our October 2021 subscription. And this is still available if you purchase the 4-month or the annual subscription before December 31st. You can opt for the September, October, November, December kits. I went ahead and I pulled out this layout. I had some photos that I wanted to scrapbook of my daughter and I. The only thing I didn't like was the color blue that was right here. So I went into my stash because this is all about using up our stash. And I have some old cardstock. It is like, I don't know. I think it was supposed to be like a glacier color. I'm not sure, but it's not quite glacier, but it was in my close to my heart stash. So we're going to go ahead and use it. Between the logo on our Dunkin' Donuts cups and my shirt, I just felt like this color worked a little better. I hope you guys agree. So let's see. We are going to, I'm going to put this one here. Just going to lay out my photos for just a moment. And I'm doing these very similar to what the suggestion is on the worksheet. I also have a photo mat that I was supposed to use again with our photo over here. I didn't love it. I found another piece of the same color, except it had a little cut out of it. So we're going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to cover that up somehow. Now, in these layout kits, there's always lots of bits and pieces to use. There are a lot of punch outs, and I'm not so sure that I'm going to use them all, but I'm just going to lay them down. And just pulling in some other elements here that I have off to the side. There are always stickers and punch outs to be used. So honestly think I'm going to ditch the green piece. I just don't like how that looks, but I'm not going to throw those away. I'm going to save those for some other layouts. And we have this nice black and gray piece that's supposed to go right along. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming it should go right along here. Not really looking at the picture. We're just going to do our own thing. That's what I love about these subscription kits. They're wonderful, just as designs, but you guys know I always just want to change them up just a bit. So I have that put down, and let's see. I'm just going to look here. They have this put along the edge of this photo. Again, I like this photo right where it is. I don't do anything special. We're just going to adhere it down where close to my heart suggested it went on their layout. So I have that there. And then the other sticker we have going right against this photo. Now, one of the things that I did is that I decided that I wanted to put some design elements down in the corners. And so I have just a thin cut piece of cardstock. This is our heart Slimline card, but I wanted to use it just to put down some little details here, very subtle. So I have some of our Distres Oxide. This is pumice stone.
I'm just going to use my Distres Oxide ink and this stencil, and I'm going to place a heart pattern in a few corners of my layout here. My goal is just to have a little added interest around the layout.
And now I have these beautiful cuts that I used. These are not close to my heart cuts. I found these actually in the Silhouette design store. They're designs by Paige Evans. And although they are meant for Silhouette, and I have a CRICUT that I primarily use, you can pay for and download SVGs. So that's what I did. I really wanted the Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice latte colors to come through. And when I cut them out, I used up some of my old pumpkin spice paper. And it's this beautiful papaya color, but I didn't feel like it was strong enough to compete with the oranges here on the latte. So I went ahead and I gave them just a little special treatment. I want to show you what I did. Here, I've already adhered some of our wild berry glitter cardstock that I cut using my CRICUT to some of the pumpkin spice paper. And I have this marker. It's our orange blend. And I'm going to just use the lightest shade. And all that I did to give this pumpkin set a little more dimension is I literally went around
with the lightest shade on my marker and just traced each segment near the edges of the glitter. It was very easy and it was quite a beautiful little detail.
Isn't that cute? It's a really quick way to add some extra shading without a lot of work. So just grab yourself some of these tri-blend markers and see what you can do. And now I figured I would just put these little pumpkin clusters down in each corner. I think that they'd be really cute pop dotted. So I am going to just grab some foam here and we are going to just foam tape those up. And then we have our photo here. And I am just going to grab out one other design element. This is another one of Paige's cut files that I found in the Silhouette store. I think you can even go right onto her website if you want. I'm not an affiliate or anything for her. I just think that the cut files really worked for my photos. And so that's why I wanted to use them. I was trying to find a color that matched our pumpkin spice lattes. And I wasn't finding something that really was a, you know, this craft paper was a good match. It was not a perfect match. And so I just wanted to, I think these must go the other way. I wanted to just give them a little treatment as well. Make sure everything fits here. I simply contoured out to get the colors that I wanted cut in their small pieces. So we're going to see if this works. I have all 4 pieces that I want to make into this warm latte color. And I thought, you know, the best way to add a little pink to this craft cardstock was to pull out my Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink pad. And I feel like this is going to just look just a touch better on our layout.
I'll fast forward through the inking and gluing part to save time.
I'm liking the way that looks. I love the wild berry. I just think it's the perfect complement to that Dunkin' cup. But I do think that we need some more orange down here on our pumpkin. I'm just going to go ahead and dot in the stem. Again, I'm just trying to stay away from the bright greens. And I'm just dotting here because I don't want to really rub the nib of my marker too much and get it too beat up here. So I've actually paper pieced these in as well. Just love the way that turned out. I also paper piece these little tiny pieces up here. I'm just going to add just a little coloring to them as well. Make it a little bolder. And I think that that looks adorable. I hope you guys like it as much as I do.
Let's speed along through the parts where I am adhering the embellishments and the photos. After all, if you reimagine your layout, you will have different photos and elements than I do, most likely, to add to your pages.
We have some stickers left. We also have some punch outs. I'm going to pull out the journaling tab because, of course, I think that would be really cute to use. These are nice because they're the nice papaya color. We have some black dots. I don't know if I want to use the black dots necessarily, but I might use these little flowers. We'll see what happens with those. And I think I'm going to leave these little banners for our next layout as well. Now, I have cut out the words pumpkin spice out of a font on my computer. I think this might be a Kita Lee font that I have installed. I'm not sure, but it's lots of fun. So maybe I should just say pumpkin spice across the top. Pumpkin spice season. We always wait for pumpkin spice season. I don't know if you guys do or if this is just you know, something that Em and I do, but we just love our pumpkin spice and can't wait for pumpkin spice season to happen. So I think that I'm going to just tuck this in up here. So I'm going to just lay a little tape down there. Another little design element. I like the way that it goes with my pumpkins. We have another little one up here. I don't know if I can make this work or not, or even if I want to. You know what? I do think it looks kind of cute there. It mimics the round shape, so we'll go ahead and put that up in the corner as well. And it's probably meant to go square, but I'm just going to tilt it a bit so that this way it is hidden. It looks like we've got two big circles up here.
I'm now grabbing some of my loose autumn sequins and my glue, and I've just run a loopy line of glue along under my pumpkins. I'm pulling in a bucket and I'm just dumping those sequins onto that line of glue, and I'm just making a cluster, kind of as if the leaves have just piled up under the pumpkins on my front porch. And I love the way that that looks.
So now we have some journaling spots. I think we have enough bling. We have some really pretty little spots here with some stenciling that give this layout some interest. I might go over and just add a little bit more, but I'm very happy with the way that this layout came out. I love that I used my stash of Craft with Heart subscriptions. I love that I used some old paper that's along the lines of Glacier. And I've added some new things too, like some die cuts that I have cut from my CRICUT. And I have used that beautiful autumn medley. And I just love the way that looks. I think that just gives this layout the finishing touch, and it definitely grounds everything. And I do love the way that that came out. So I hope that I've inspired you to dig into your supplies too, and to love your stash along with the creative design team. Don't be afraid to use that hashtag CDT, love your stash, when you go ahead and create and share your videos in the different Close to My Heart groups. We'd love to be able to see what you've created using that hashtag.
There should be more members of the creative design team sharing Love Your Stash videos this week as well. It's been a busy holiday season, so everybody's still in the process of designing these projects for you. And I will share their links down below in my video's description as they become available. So I just want to take a moment. If you have watched this video to the end and you've not yet become a subscriber, I would love for you to do so simply by clicking that subscribe button that you see up above. Have a creative day.